Currently we are in section 1 and we are about to check out the fourth video of this section. So in this video first, we are going to modify our layout that we designed in the previous video. And then we will check out what are widgets in Dart. Before we proceed, let us get a quick recap of what we learned in the previous video. Well, as mentioned, this is our main method. And this main function is basically the entry point of our application. Within the main function, we write our run application function. Well, this run application function inflates the widget and show it on the application screen. Within this function, we have center widget along with the text widget. So they were getting displayed on the application screen. And these two center and text are basically the UI elements that are known as widgets in Flutter. So in Flutter, whatever UI elements that we see, almost all of them are widgets. So always remember that a Flutter application is mostly built of widgets. Now so far we have seen center and also text widget. In this video let us explore further such as material app widget, material widget, scaffold widget, also the app bar widget. So currently our application looks like this. Pretty ugly, isn't it? So let us apply some material design to our application by using a material widget. So within our run app function, let us use our new material app widget. And as a parameter, first I will pass the title, which will be the title of our application present in our device, my Flutter application. And in our material app widget, we have one more property of home, where we can use one more widget of material. And this widget allows us to provide a color to our application. For example, use colors class dot use any color of your own choice. I will use light blue accent. And then within this widget, I will define our child property. And as a child, I will pass this center widget, which we previously created in the previous video. Remember? Paste it here. Perfect. And since we are using the latest version of Dart, so this new keyword is actually optional. So if you want, you can remove it as well. It is not required. Launch the application. So there we go, our application looks much better. If you try to minimize your application, then you will find the application name as My Flutter app, which we have just defined here. Then we have the home as material widget. So this whole screen is actually the material widget, which contains a center widget followed by a text in the center. Now this text appears to be quite dull. Let us apply style to our text. So again use a named parameter of text style. Let us try to first remove the white space. Use style property and then pass the text style. Select the color. This time I will use white. You can also define the font size of our text. Let us use 40.0. Now the font size should be in decimal, just because the font size is basically a double property. It will only accept a decimal number. Now if you want to apply more property to your text, so simply navigate to your text style. Press Ctrl or Command in case of Mac. Click on it and there you will find color property and font size property. We have a lot of more properties such as font weight, font style, and even the font family. Well, you can apply style as per your requirement. I have just used the basic styling properties. Run the application and see the changes. Much better. Well, let us now proceed and check out one more widget known as scaffold widget. So in place of home property, in case of material app widget, let us define one more widget instead of material widget directly. Let us use our scaffold widget. And trust me, this scaffold widget is very important, as it allows you to place a app bar on top of your application. So use the app bar property followed by the app bar widget. Now for the app bar, let us pass the title of the app bar. My first app screen. Perfect. And I think I forgot to wrap it within the text widget. Perfect. And then right after app bar, let us define our new property such as the body of the scaffold. Now as the body of the scaffold, let us pass this material widget which we created earlier. Cut it till here and paste it here and remove the extra space. And also remove the extra comma here as well. Perfect. So I hope my code is now complete. Let us launch our application and let's see what happens. Now there we go, our application is now up and running. On the top we have the app bar, which has the title of My First App Screen, which you can find here. Then we have the body that contains the material widget, whose color is light blue accent. Followed by it has a center widget which contains a text widget inside it, in the center, that says Hello Flutter. Now notice here that our main function is growing bigger and bigger as we are adding more widgets to our application. Now remember, whenever you create any Flutter application, your main function should contain minimum code. So we have to find a solution. We have to place all of these code somewhere else, because the tree hierarchy of our UI is growing bigger and becoming more complex to read.